Welcome back to Prison Architect. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. Let's see. We are kind of still in like just monitor the situation mode. But before we jump in, there are some things that I discovered in the midst of doing a recent tutorial. One being we have this room marked as staff only, which is a problem because if I go into here, into programs, behavioral therapy is not going to work because we don't have a room that they can access. So what I'm going to do is now hit stop and then come down here and start one, and it should be fine. Yeah, see, there we go. So that's that. The other thing that I noticed is I have my warden office not marked as staff only, and it's probably because of that fire that we had there. So, like, why is this considered, like, what is up with this? So let's go in here and go, like, access only in that. Now, the other thing that I need to do is go over here and say access only and remove the staff only part of it. The reason I want to do that is because my cleaning crew. See, here's the downside to having offices that your inmates can access is if you've got a cleaning crew, they can steal contraband from the offices that they go into. Problem is, like, like you have to leave them accessible because of the fact that there are reform programs that happen in there. You've got, I believe, behavioral therapy here and then psychiatric consultations that go down in the psychiatrist's office. So we've got that problem solved. If we take a look up here at our inmate situation, we've got capacity for 3 more minimum security. I'm bringing in 2 in a few hours. We still have lots of room for criminally insane. I think we're in good shape to... Let's just one more time look at this. Oh, another thing that I learned is dog handlers near the cleaning cupboard are a good idea because contraband can come out of there. Like, workers will deliver bleach. Anytime somebody's delivering something, there's a chance of contraband coming in. So, like, we've got 3 dogs taking a rest. It says 2 need a break. And why does it say 1 is on a break when I can clearly see several of them just sitting down there? Let's go ahead and go like this. We are going to go objects. How do I tell which way this thing is facing? Holy moly. Whatever. Just go like that. We're going to just put a few more down here, and then we're going to put dog bowls in there. I'm sure we'll learn more about the kennel before long. But we're going to bring in some more dog handlers. 2 of them, to be exact. And the reason is we're going to have a dog patrol that is just going to go right... They're going to go kind of like this. Right along parole and this hallway where there's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? Let's stick one in there. That'll solve some problems maybe with contraband. Now let's crank up the speed here. Let's go. All right. We're doing good in terms of like inmate capacity for right now. We got to keep trying to limit contraband. It's bedtime, so we are going to do a tunnel search. We're probably not going to find any just because that's what happens when we do tunnel searches. And I'm thinking maybe we try and do a what if we try to do a shakedown in the morning? I don't feel like we've done one in a little while. So we'll get one of those done. What else? I think everything else is going pretty well. I want to have somebody pass this general education course. I also learned that contraband, it looks like, does not get sourced from this common, like the common room. So I don't even think I need a guard in here. Like the places where I know contraband can't be sourced, I'm not going to have guards in there. We're minimum security. I'm not really worried about riots. That'll free up my staff to just, be more accessible and fresh to do other stuff. So that's the plan. What else do we need to do here? I should probably have a guard out there. I've got one in there. Let's put one out here. Instead of like the 2 that we had there, we'll just stick one out there. Why not? All right, in 3 hours, everybody wakes up. We got 2 inmates coming that won't take long to check in. Whenever that's done, we will kick off a shakedown. How's that sound? Actually, let's kick it off right at shower time. Shower time. Can't touch this. Shower time. Alrighty. How about we do all sectors, shakedown about half. We'll do it at 7:30. Halfway through shower time. I should probably do shower time earlier. We're gonna do that. I'm tired of them they wake up at 8. Like, we've shifted our regime somehow, and we're gonna fix that. That way everybody's up and moving before we also have prisoner intake. I think that's a good idea. Sorry, let me close this here. I already did this. I did another tutorial this morning, actually immediately before this recording. So everybody's mad because we're searching them, but I don't care. We got to get the contraband under control. Like, get out of here, contraband. What was I going to do? There was something that I had in mind. Oh, the regime. I probably want to change this in the middle of the night, though. Let's wait and do that. I want everybody getting up an hour earlier. That way they are showering before people are arriving, and I can do the shakedown and then go deal with reception. So, 20 visitors on site in 8 groups. 10 prisoners up for parole. We got staff members that are exhausted. Who is exhausted? Is it my workers? Like, tired. Who is exhausted, guys? I don't get that. Whatever. Not a big deal. Like, if I go here, staff morale is still 100%, so I'm not worried. Danger level low, we're not worried. Oh no, don't be anything stupid. An incident at another facility has highlighted potential issues with security checks, with family visitation. So we got to get rid of visitation. Oh, come on with this. So all I have to do is go like this. Where's visitation? We just need to remove the room, and that need is met. But that's going to be for a while. 94 hours of no visitation. So family needs are going to go up. People about to go insane. We already have... Ooh. Okay, so we've got 74 minimum security. Yeah, like I've got 5 more arriving soon. That'll put me up to 79 out of 82. But we're creeping up on the max criminally insane capacity again. We might be forced to expand in order to remain profitable. Because our capacity is going down quickly. Started at, I think, like 128 or somewhere in that neighborhood. So we'll see. But it's on the horizon. And we have to spend money to unlock this. 80 grand. This is bad. I don't know if we're going to have enough money to pull that off. We might have to do it in stages, which... just shoot me now if I have to try and rebuild this, like, room by room. Nightmare. Alright. I think it's probably time to go ahead and tell a story. Let's see. Story. We did birth story. We did the water balloon story. What's another good story? So, here's a story. When I was younger, so I grew up in Pennsylvania. Hunting is big in Pennsylvania. Like, so big that the first day of deer season, there's no school. And that's for doe and buck. Like, no school. And the reason is they wouldn't be able to get enough teachers to have school because all the teachers are taking the day off to go hunting. Is that? No. I thought it was a notebook page. So anyway, hunting is real big. So I grew up around guns. And, I was in like a BB gun league temporarily just to, kind of get a feel for aiming and whatnot when I was little. So anyway, grew up around guns, got pretty comfortable with them or whatever, and then we go squirrel hunting when I was, I think, 12 years old. So probably the first year that I'm sure it was the first year that I was legally allowed to go hunting. So we go squirrel hunting, which is with a .22, which, it's because you don't need a shotgun to kill a squirrel. But anyway, we go squirrel hunting, and we're out there for hours. It's freezing cold and snowing because that's just how it is in Pennsylvania when it's that season. And we go to kind of wrap up the day. We get together, and it's my two brothers and my dad, and we're kind of, just standing there sort of in a circle, I guess. And since we're done, we're all like taking the clip out of our guns because, we're not going to need to shoot anything else. And when I went to grab the clip, I don't know if I had my finger like there at the, I'm grabbing the stock with one hand and I go to pull the clip out or whatever. And I must have either hit the trigger or somehow it went off. And thankfully I was pointing it down like you're supposed to. And it hits my brother in the ankle. And I can laugh about it now because the scene that ensued at this point was kind of comical when you look back on it. Like, he goes down, and in my head, I picture, if you're familiar with the Three Stooges, and like Curly would get down on the ground and run on in a circle while laying on the ground. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's kind of what I remember happening with my brother, but I know basically he just went down and was kind of like holding his leg and in agony, and he's like, "You shot me." And my dad, for whatever reason, was like, "No, he didn't." And my brother's like, "Yes, he shot me." And my dad says, "Well, where?" And, like, again, Dad, do you think he's lying when the gun just went off and he immediately drops to... Anyway, he asks him where, and my brother's response was, "I don't know." because he's in shock at this point. Like, he knows it hit him. And he realizes that it was probably like down around his leg or whatever, but it hit him in the ankle. So of course, like, I'm traumatized at this point. And we have to go and find my granddad, he was like, he went with us hunting, but we separated and he went to one side of a ridge line and we were on the other side. So dad, in his wisdom, decides to send the 12-year-old who just shot his brother to go find my grandfather. So I'm like in tears because I think my brother's dying. And I'm trying to find my granddad out in the middle of the woods. While other people were probably in the area hunting, and they hear me screaming, "Granddad!" you know. So, anyway, finally find him. Ooh, there's a notebook page. Visit visual styles. Planning for construction shows chalk outlines of planned layout. So this is how they kind of have it designed. Simple cell here, a bed and a toilet coming in on this side, sort of along the back wall. And then the jail door over here. But that's pretty basic there, guys. That's our maximum security cell right there. In fact, they might not even have toilets in theirs. They might just have a community shower area that's also got toilets. So anyway, finally find my granddad. We go to the hospital, and the whole way there, you know, like, we realized at this point, we got my brother's boot off. We could see where it hit him. So we realized it probably wasn't anything serious because he wasn't bleeding a lot. And so anyway, we get to the hospital, and he's like back there. He's in shock, of course, and now the adrenaline is starting to wear off, and he starts getting tired and wanting to fall asleep. And my dad is like, you can't let him fall asleep. Don't let him fall asleep. So I don't know if my dad thought that he was losing more blood or whatever, but anyway, we get to the hospital. He's fine. They take him in there, and they are looking to see if there was an exit wound, and there was. So it went in and hit his ankle bone, and then came back out, like, kind of on the back side of his ankle. Anyway, it didn't go through. It hit the bone and came back out. Actually, it started to come back out because they were able to find the leftover slug in there or whatever. And he had it for a long time. Before I get to that part, as he's like now coming out of surgery or whatever, he's, all kind of hopped up on painkillers at this point and tired from the sedative or whatnot. I need to do a tunnel search, guys. Forgot to do one. I think I might have missed a night there. And when they go to bed tonight, I definitely need to do the regime change. So don't let me forget that. But anyway, Doc comes in. He's like, yeah, he's doing fine. He'll be, on crutches for a while, but he shouldn't have any long-lasting damage or whatever. And the only thing that he still notices from that ankle is that if it's going to rain, he can tell because it gets, a little bit sore or whatever, irritated for whatever reason. The barometric pressure has an impact on it somehow. Go away. Yeah. All right. So anyway, Doc comes in, tells us that, and like Travis is awake. My brother's name's Travis. And we all go in there to see how he's doing, and he's like, am I going to be able to go to my soccer game today or tomorrow? Like, what? You just got shot in the ankle. No, you're not going to your soccer game tomorrow. Like, the question that popped into his head at that point was just like, really? So we're going to wait until, actually, no, we're good here. We can go into regime now. And so we're going to change, shower goes there, yard goes there, everything's just moving up a slot. Eat. I could just leave it like this and add another hour of free time right here, maybe? Just give them 1 less hour of sleep. I think that's plenty of sleep. Let's do that. Let's just go right there. Now they've got 2 hours of free time straddling the work block here. Or I could move all of this. No, we're gonna just leave it. I could eat at 4, like 9 and 4 instead of 9 and 5. Let's actually do that. So here, we go work, or free time, then work, then yard, eat, and then do the same thing on this end. Eat to free time, to work, to lock up, to sleep. Boom. Nailed it. So that's the story of my brother getting shot. Now, the other thing that I guess eventually became interesting there is I told you they found the bullet, the part that hit him, and he kept it. He had it in a little glass jar with a cork, like a little medicine jar or whatever. And he kept it above the sink in his kitchen in his house. He got a little house, whatever. Well, he had a cleaning service that comes and they clean up or whatever. And I guess maybe there wasn't a lid on it or something, but bottom line, his cleaning lady threw it away because she thought it was just garbage. Like, come on, cleaning lady. Jeez. So, anyway, that's the story of when I shot my brother. I forgot to set a timer, and I have no idea how long we've been at this. Actually, I can check, so hang on a second. Okay, and we're back. So we got about 20 minutes left, thereabouts. But these 20 minutes are going to go by pretty quick, I imagine. Or at least I hope. Because all we're doing is, well, I mean, it's still 20 minutes. But we're just watching to see what's going on here. There's really not a whole lot that I need to do right now. And like I said in an episode recently, these next several episodes might get a little bit monotonous because it's just us kind of watching what's going on. We're going to tweak a few things maybe as I learn stuff about the mechanics from doing my tutorials. But, the only other curveballs that will arise are when we have stuff like this where we got to remove visitation rooms because the CEO called and does stuff like that. So there's not going to be a whole lot that we need to worry about in terms of construction. Like, there's going to be nothing. Now, I do plan at some point in the near future to test construction of this area to see, like, is $320,000 enough to start this process? What happened to my audio? I have no audio. There. That was weird. Like, I have that. Oh. Our dogs found a tunnel. So, everybody... Alright, we're going to start with a shakedown. There it is. See, we found it immediately with a shakedown. What is up with that? Oh, man, they were close, too. Someone's getting in trouble here. I mean, they were at the outer wall. They didn't escape, though, did they? Let's go to reports. Evaluation. Yeah, no escapes, thankfully. So those guys are going to repair the tunnel that they dug. We're back up to 105 rooms now, or 105 capacity. We're at 19 out of 23 for our insane. What I'm going to do there is when it gets to like 21, we're going to reduce intake on minimum security, like reduce the total to where we get this down so that I can convert this cell block and not have issues with capacity for minimum security. So we're getting close to having to do that. Now, money is off and on. Like, we barely, I don't know that we made any money in this episode so far. So that's no good. The one thing that I could consider doing is just putting forestry all around the outside, but it's $100 to plant each tree. And then I'm basically just banking on making a little bit of income from selling either just the logs or planks after we cut them here with the saws. But I don't know that that's really what we want to try and do to fix this issue. What would be nice is if I could do it simply by reducing headcount for our staff, which maybe we can do. Like, we've got a lot of guards. You know, the guards, I probably don't need as many as I used to because of the fact that we have less inmates. But, like, we're still making money. And if I have to just repurpose those guards to put them over here whenever we expand, that may solve the problem. But, like, I don't want to change my deployment setup. I think I need guards in all the places that we now have guards. I think I need patrols in all the places that we now have patrols. So, like, we're doing okay on that front. I think we just leave that where it is, hope that we just keep making money and see that number creep up. We'll just, you know, keep chipping away at it, I suppose. Not a whole lot else that I can really do. You know, if I reduce the number of guards, here's the thing. If I go here and I fire staff, okay, like I fire this guy. He goes away, and now we're not paying him the $100 a day, but then if I go to replace him, I need to pay $500 for the new guard. So, like, it would take 5 days for that to be a break even. And I'm not even sure that it's a good idea anyway, so we're just going to let it go. That's how we're going to deal with that. 49 families waiting to visit. And they are going to have to continue to wait for almost 2 days. That is not good. 13 prisoners up for parole. We've got 8 minimum security about to show up. And look at this. We're already now to 21 criminally insane. Dang it. I need to go to intake. We got to reduce this. Let's go half. I was at 97. Let's reduce it in half as far as the intake. We're going to bring in 4 instead of 8. Not good. They're going crazy because I don't have any stuff for them to, you know, remember what they have to live for. I need their family to come and say, hey, listen, it's okay. We're here for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, we are going to do another tunnel search tonight. We are going to do a lot of tunnel searches from now on, guys. I just don't like... What is going on here? That was a did you see how long the dog leash was? So, tunnel searches at night, shakedowns in the morning on a pretty regular basis, unfortunately. Like, I just don't know how else to stop the escape plans. We haven't had anybody try and just, like, hop the fence or go out the front door, so that's good. And I think that maybe has something to do with the fact that we moved visitation and parole a little farther away, maybe. They just don't have a whole lot of reasons to go way up here. I mean, they're coming into workshop, though, and they're not trying to escape, so I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that we've got the more quality room set up that's helping keep them kind of content, but I'm really not quite sure. Some of the mechanics I just don't have a full grasp around. Okay, so we're now 10K there a day, and that number is ticking up, so we're doing all right. So one thing that I could consider to try and maybe save a little bit of money is use a little bit more prison labor and less janitors or something. But, you know, right now everything seems to be working and we're still doing fine there. It's just I want that number to be like 500K so bad, and it's going to take a while to get there. And we're going to have a lot of these issues on the way. So it's kind of frustrating, and it kind of makes me wonder, like, is this game really meant to be something that you play for, like, you know, a really long time to eventually build a huge mega prison? Because, you know, like, these things from the calls from the CEOs, I feel like happen way too frequently. Like, is that going to continue long term? Because it's annoying. And I wonder, just like, are they on like a cycle where you get the same ones over and over and over? Or they cycle and they go through and you get each one like one time? Because if that's the case, we're eventually going to run into that one where we have to, what was it? Do the low quality, low quantity meals. Like, I think the only way that I might be able to pull that off is if I literally just put intake off and get everyone out of the prison, and that way... Oh, wait, we forgot to do remote doors. Remember we were going to do that? So let's go jail door, dismantle, jail door. We're going to dismantle all of these jail doors and replace them with remote doors that we can then set hours of the day where they just open on their own and stay open. But even during the other hours of the day, there should be somebody there to use... wait, before I forget, let's go to the servos and let's get them connected. So, hang on a second. I also need door control chair. Boom. Now, we have 3 connected to each of these already. How many doors did I just add? 4, 12. So, I could put... Here's what we're going to do. For right now, clear connections. Then, door servo, connect one there, and I guess this one there, and I guess we'll put another one here. Because these doors, so basically what I have here, how did I do that? Guys. I wish it would show me. Oh my gosh. Let's try this again. So basically what I want to have is, with these doors, if I have one connected to each of the different systems, then I just need one person to be manning either of these stations to give people access to this room. then this one will connect to both of these. So it's the same situation. I just need one person available on one of these to be able to do that. Now, if we go up here, the reason I wanted to do that is that leaves 6 that I can put, like, here. How do I want to do this? 6 that I could do there, there, and there, and kind of mix them up. So we'll put one there. That's 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. How do I want to do this? So those 3 are connected to this first one, right? Oh my gosh, guys. Why does it say there are 0? Did I clear it? You gotta be kidding me. Start over. How much time do we have left? Because it might take, yeah, we got about 5 minutes. Let's see if we can get this done by the end. Connections. I want one there, and then both of you guys got to connect there. Now, we want here, here, and here, all connected to that first one. So if someone's there, they can get into these 3. Okay? If someone's not there, I want them to open these doors, at least. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Oh, yeah. So if someone's not there, they can open these doors up here, and that solves that problem. Now we still have room for 3 more connections here. How do I want to do this? 3 more connections. Whatever. Just connect them. Holy cripes. I think I'm overthinking this. Last but not least, we got 6 there. Didn't I just have... Alright, so it says 7 and 7, but is that right? It says it's right. Oh, okay, so now if I look at this, it's connected to... It's not connected to this one. Let's connect it there. Did that happen or no? I'm confused. It did. So we've got our... Why does it say 7? Maybe I have too many. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It says 7, guys. What am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 5. 6. Oh, 7. So let's go ahead and put another one up here. Boom. Now it says 8. Now this one is 7. We're going to go ahead and go up here with the last one. Now once they install that, so they're installing doors now, and we've got most of them connected. They're going to install this, and then I'll just start like up there and work my way down and just get 8 of them connected somewhere or other. So it is installed. It needs electricity, but it should have electricity because it's attached to this one. So let's start doing some connections. There's 1, 2, 3, nope, 4, and let's do like switch them up here like that. Boom. So we got 8 on each. Now, when those doors are attached, excuse me, when they're attached, I'll need to figure out the door timer situation. There's a way that I can do that, and I don't remember where that was. Does anybody remember where that was? Logistics. Intelligence. No. Where am I? Did I put remote doors in, or did I not? I don't think I did. Yeah, we need to put the doors on. All right. So that's 6,000 bucks. All that money we just made, gone. But it's okay. This is going to help with our efficiency because we won't have guys getting all jammed up in there. We're still at 21 criminally insane. I just need to figure out what to do on these doors once they're on there. Like, can I go here and say... No, I can't set a timer there. But, like here. Okay, now there's a door on there. Oh my gosh, stop. So if I go here, door. Nope. How do I do that, guys? There's somewhere that I can do that, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, no. It's here, door timer. So, do I put it right on the... Where do I put it? Total number. I'm going to have to mess around with this and figure it out, and then we'll fix it next time. But look forward to that in the next episode. So if you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.